Come closer. Come closer. Wait, too close. I'm Mecha Wonder, and I'm here to tell you Audible is stealing all of your money. And that ain't no damn surprise. Honestly, everywhere you look online, you see articles. I mean, you see reviews. I don't see too many people actually liking this app. Some people said that they used to like it. Now they're just saying that it kind of fell apart. But truthfully, I don't think people ever really liked it. They kind of monopolized the whole market. Look at the royalties that they hand out to different creators. I'm going to go through all of this today because this is absolutely ridiculous. And that's what I'm going to get into. But first, I just want to continue to go through this royalty structure that Audible has and how it's absolutely criminal. So essentially, when you decide to work with Audible or ACX, Audible's distribution arm, and they ask you one very simple question: how much is your soul worth? All right, in all seriousness, there's 3 different types of ways you can get your audiobook out, right? Let's start off with do it yourself. You wrote your book, you have the means to narrate your book, and then you also edited your narration. File ready to go. You now need to just distribute it. If you go to Audible, exclusively just be on iTunes and Amazon, they will take 60%, and all you'll be left with is 40%. If you do decide to be like, screw that, you're not going to take all of my rights, say you want to distribute elsewhere, you then fall to 25% royalties, and they take 75%.
Dude, I can't take this shit no more, man.
Now, some people might be like, royalty share might be a good option. You'll pay nothing out of pocket. But royalty share deals typically last for 7 years with a 50-50 split.
Damn.
You are stuck in the exclusive contract. You must stay with Amazon and iTunes. You can't go anywhere else. Now, though, if you pay for your own production, you can exclusively be on Amazon and iTunes for 40%, or you could say screw that again and just only get 25%. So now that we've basically established that Audible's handing out pennies to creators, the main question becomes, who's going to solve this issue? So when we look at a comparison of some of the top platforms, what's the first thing that stands out? The first thing that I see is that ACX Audible gives you lowest royalties and also is the only one that offers exclusivity contracts, forcing you to stay on their platform. You kind of see what they're doing there? And I'll be honest, these alternatives are much better than Audible. They offer a product, a platform that really tries to attempt to fix what Audible screwed up, but they don't. So here are some things that audiobook creators need to be thinking about when they choose a platform. You likely know your royalty percentage, but do you know how much you make for one audiobook sale? And if you do know that amount, when do you receive your funds? Is it 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? Don't you think you should be receiving your funds immediately? Next, do you interact with the people you sell your audiobooks to? Actual interactions where you see what people want to hear, maybe influence your next work. And lastly, this is one of the most important ones for independent creators. Do you actually own your work? And no, I'm not talking about the idea of it, but I'm saying the rights, the actual contracts that you create. Some people are locked into 7-year contracts and they can't publish their work anywhere else. When you look at platforms like Audible, they take most of your money, lock up your work, and give you no connection to your audience. So a little over a year ago, I had the opportunity of being able to release an audiobook on the beta version of this platform called NFBC, Non-Fungible Book Club. And ever since I released an audiobook with NFBC, my whole thinking and my whole understanding of the industry has completely changed. 70% royalties, no exclusivity contracts, and your audiobooks are really your full ownership. And something you may not have seen before, listeners get rewarded for listening to audiobooks, for consuming digital over print. And that's just it. NFBC is not trying to solve just one side of the equation. They want to help empower listeners and creators. And that's something you cannot say about Audible's competitors. So I know I've been rambling, but honestly, NFBC is an online community. So why don't I just show you? And when you look around, the first thing that you'll notice is that this isn't just about selling audiobooks. This is about building something better for the planet, for creators, for listeners, for people who actually care about stories. No gatekeepers, no waste, just a growing community of listeners and writers who are trying to do things differently. So if you ever felt like your work deserved more respect, more ownership, more payout, you're not alone. You're right on time. NFBC's industry standard application is just around the corner, and we're going to be here to unpack all of it. So stay tuned, subscribe, and stay creating.